we interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow.
What's the crack? I'm Lord47. For those of you here for the first time, welcome along, and for those of you who've been here before, no matter how many times, welcome back. And a massive thanks to each and every one of you who've currently subscribed to the channel, as well as those of you who have actually recently only subscribed, even though I haven't been uploading for a while, apart from just two videos in between. Just I think it was the Par 4 Ace and Ace Albatross Eagle videos. It's all very, very much appreciated. So what's this video all about then? Well, for those of you who saw the video I uploaded back in September, you'll know why I decided to take a break for a while. But for anyone who didn't see it, a quick rundown would be I basically just got caught up in the numbers the analytics were giving me, and they just completely took control. That's all I was focusing on, was just the numbers. As a result of that, I started to not enjoy making videos. I also wanted the channel to have a variety of games rather than be strictly the Golf Club 2019. But I suppose you could say I kinda got caught in a trap with the game, as it was the majority of uploads, making the channel appear as a strictly TGC 2019 channel. I'll talk about the other reason why I stopped in a couple of minutes, but right now I'll talk about what you can expect from the channel what you can expect from the channel in the new year when I officially return to uploading, just by showing some of the games here now in this video. Obviously starting things off with the Golf Club 2019, that will still be a regular feature on the channel. The way that I'm planning on working the channel will be 2 uploads a week, one being the Golf Club and the other being one of the games you'll see in this video, or another game that's even yet to be released. In regards to the Golf Club itself, it'll be either a single round event or the final round of a multi-round event of one of the societies that I'm in. I might try and play around with doing tournament highlights as well though, just showing parts from each of the rounds, whatever rounds they may be, or how many rounds they may be, whether it's 2, 3 or 4, or just doing highlights. Nothing too long, with a bit of post commentary as well. So next up we have Car Mechanic Simulator, which I uploaded I think 3 or 4 times. I think it was about that anyway. It didn't do too bad, to be honest, but I hadn't got any of the DLCs at the time, so it was only the base game cars I could work on. I've since gotten all the 10 DLCs for the game, and as you can see here in the background, working on the different stages of working a lot of working on a Porsche 911 Turbo. So there's definitely a lot of choice and more variety in the game now, which is actually great. But to keep things as brief as possible, the other reason why I wasn't enjoying making videos was I'd be watching them back whenever I was editing them, and I'd gone back as well since not uploading, and even while I was still uploading. That's another part of the reason why I was seeing all this while I was both making videos and going back and watching the old ones. That I'd gone back and I watched a good few of them that were already on the channel, and it wasn't me, it wasn't North 47. The way you'd hear me talking through the videos is what I call my phone voice, which some of you may well do yourselves depending on the situation. So basically, if I was on the phone to someone or somewhere important, I'd be more inclined to put on a more polite voice and say things like, "Hi, how's it going? Would it be possible to speak with?" And I am naturally anything but that. Talking to people I know well, I'm a lot more natural and be more like, "Alright, what's the crack?" or "What's the story?" I mean, I rage at games when things aren't going right, no matter what the game is. I have more emotion and I react more naturally as well when I'm recording, or when I'm not recording, should I say. But I wasn't bringing that into the video themselves. I was trying to keep things to PG rated. I was more forcing myself to speak in the phone voice and be polite, whereas in my head I'd be raging and cursing like crazy. So that's actually another thing that you can expect to hear, is some strong language as well when I do make a return. Depending on what the game being played in each video is, or how things are going when playing, could be a lot of cursing, or it could be just some here and there. But just a heads up as well, especially if you do have like young kids or whatever, and you tend to you're just sitting down relaxing, the kids might be playing, that there will be strong language in the videos. Okay, so now in the background you can see Truck Driver. Now this is a game that I've actually followed since it was first announced, and having played hundreds of hours between Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator on PC, I just knew that I had to get this game, as it's pretty much the first of its kind on console in regards to this genre of game. But the game, to me though, does still at the moment feel like it's in the beta stage, but hopefully it won't be too long before Sedesco and the developer, I believe it's a new developer, the original developer was actually Triangle Studios if I'm not mistaken, but I do believe it is now Koku, I think is the name. If anybody happens to know, do correct me, but I believe it's Koku is the new developer. So as soon as they start getting patches and content released and making their vision, because this new developer, they have the same vision as Sedesco, what they want the game to be. So as soon as they get that vision for the game and make it a reality, excuse me, so this one may not actually make an appearance right away. I'm just waiting to see exactly how it goes and how long it's going to take to develop it. I'm pretty sure at least a couple of yous are actually truck drivers in real life, if I'm not mistaken, so hopefully you will enjoy this game as well, and maybe even get it yourselves if you haven't already. So that's Truck Driver, and I really am, I'm looking forward to bringing this one to the channel once it's been expanded upon a little bit more. I might maybe do 1 or 2 videos in its current build, unless by the time I do return to uploading on a regular basis it has been expanded on a little bit more. But I know they do eventually want to expand the map and all that sort of stuff, so I'm gonna bide my time with this one. But it is one that I am looking forward to. It is a great game, and it does have an awful lot of potential. So now we have the Fishing Planet, although the gameplay you're seeing now in the background here is actually from the free-to-play version of Fishing Planet, because I haven't gotten around to getting the Fisherman yet. This is a great game to just chill out and relax with. I've been playing since the first days of its early access release on PC back in 2015. I downloaded it while I was waiting for a patch for Euro Truck Simulator 2 to download, and I was just browsing through the Steam store, and I saw it in the Steam store, saw it was free, and thought, why not, for a laugh. Straight away, I was hooked, pun intended. I was hooked on it straight away, and even though I've never actually once been fishing in real life, the reason why I've never uploaded any gameplay from the PS4 version once it got released on PS4, apart from, I think it's only one short video I caught a unique striped bass, I believe it was, is because the game audio doesn't come through when you're recording directly from the PS4 and you're not using an external capture card. Now apparently the developers have told me and numerous other people that they're aware of this situation and that they're working on it. Other people have said it's down to licensing or copyright issues with the sounds in game. But what I've actually been told by a few people, about 3 or 4 people now have actually said this to me since the Fisherman got released, is that the game audio in the Fisherman itself, the paid version of the game, does record. So I mean, right now in the background, I'll go quiet now for a second, and when I was putting this footage into the video, I have not edited it at all. This is the actual game audio. I did not need to adjust the audio. So I mean, as you can hear, it's absolutely silent. So there you go. It's absolutely silent. There is no, you can't hear the clicking of the reel or any splashing of water. You can't hear nothing. It, like, if I was recording it right now to be doing a video for you guys, or even if I was doing a live stream, I'd be able to hear the game audio on my headset. But if I wasn't using an external capture card, you'd literally hear nothing. You'd just be hearing my voice, and it'd be just as you're seeing it right now. But hopefully I will get it fairly soon. You can expect to see some videos here and there from the Fisherman when I do get around to actually getting the game. It'll probably just be, I'm not sure what way I'll do it quite yet. I have a feeling maybe I'll do it something along the lines of maybe once a month or something like that. I might do catches of the week or something like that. So say for example, like you saw just there a minute ago, I landed I think it was just barely over just a 30-pound lake trout, a trophy lake trout should I say, and I actually have another one here on the line at the moment. And on the previous fish there just a second ago, you would have actually saw that I did speed up the footage because I was actually stuck in a glitch, a notorious glitch on this lake, which has been here since early access on PC. They still haven't fixed it in the free-to-play version. I hope it's actually fixed in the Fisherman itself. Next up then, we have The Hunter, Call of the Wilds. Now I do have some gameplay audio in the background for this one, thought I'd keep it in. But this is, yet again, it's another great game you can just chill out, sit down, unwind and relax with. But it really has actually got quite a learning curve to it. It's possibly not the kind of game you'd want to be watching if you have young kids around at the time, depending on where you're from. Now I know in some parts of America and such, hunting is a major part of the culture. So if you do have young kids and you're from that particular sort of area, you might not mind not so much. But I know some parents can be a little bit on the fence as to, oh, do I want my child to see animals getting shot, whether they're virtual or real, you know. But this really is a fantastic game, and very, very rewarding when you land that perfect hit on the high level animals. I actually had got footage of my first diamond, which was a Roosevelt elk, but unfortunately I got rid of that by mistake. So unfortunately I haven't got it here in the video. It's just a couple of average sized animals anyway. But no, definitely I really do enjoy this game now. This would be similar, I'd probably do this in a similar fashion to what I was just mentioning a moment ago about the fisherman. I'd probably just do a highlights thing. Maybe I'll play around, maybe just recording for a while and just clipping out all the bits where I'm tracking an animal for God knows how long. Like, I see the moose here in the background. This is edited down, and I'd crept up on this guy for a while, and right, I was getting ready to take the shot, I'll bugger off into the bushes. So I kind of edit out all that sort of tracking stuff, and or as much as possible. Excuse me, depending on the animal itself. But no, it's a very good game. I did briefly play for a while, not too long. I played the Hunter Classic on PC, and then I was talking with a friend of mine on PS4 about the Hunter Call of the Wild, and he said, no, definitely get it. It was on sale and such, and I said, oh yeah, I'll definitely get it now in a week or so. And so here we are now, but I've never brought it to the channel. So finishing off the footage here, we have whitetail. I think whitetail buck. Surprisingly, didn't spook the herd, and if I remember correctly, I got a nice double lung shot on him. Right, so moving on to the sixth game that will be making an appearance, and I'm sure at least some of you expected to see this one. Everybody's favourite bald-headed assassin, Agent 47 with Hitman 2. And 47 himself, obviously, I have explained it before, being the inspiration behind the name North 47, North being my second name, and as I'm a very big fan of the Hitman franchise, Agent 47, gotta stick that 47 at the end of the North, so that's the birth of North 47. I'll mostly be doing community or featured contracts, maybe some yet to be completed challenges as well from like the campaign, be it the actual Hitman 2 campaign or the Legacy pack from, which would be the missions from Hitman 1, or Season 1 should I say. I will apologise also, just if you can't hear the little fella going off in the background, he's running around like a mad thing upstairs now at the moment, so I will apologise if you can faintly hear him in the background. But unfortunately, at the time of recording this video, IO Interactive have actually finished releasing content for this game, as they're obviously now working on the next one at the moment. But what I was thinking that I might do as well is, I know it was originally released part of the HD Trilogy pack on PS3, was Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, Hitman Contracts and Hitman Blood Money, but you can also get a pack now on the PS4, which is Hitman Absolution and Hitman Blood Money. So if I can get around to it, or if I remember to get around to it anyway, I'll pick up that pack. I can't remember the actual name of the pack, but I'll pick that one up. And I'm not too sure about Hitman Absolution. I mean, it is good for a playthrough, so I might do a let's play on that maybe. But definitely Blood Money, that is one of my most favourite titles in the entire series of Hitman games, and so probably do a let's play on that and maybe just just mess around here and there in some missions, and just have a bit of a laugh in the odd few. But definitely, obviously, as I mentioned a minute ago, I'm sure some of you were aware that this game was going to be making an appearance in this video and will be making an appearance on the channel. And finally, one of the most controversial games ever. A classic from the PS2 days. It is, of course, Manhunt. This is definitely going to be a Let's Play series going through the story. And certainly not one you'll want to be watching if you do have young kids and they're not in bed. I absolutely loved this game back in the day on PS2, but I never got around to playing through it again properly when it got released on the PlayStation Store a while back, that you could download on the PS4. I probably played maybe an hour, and it's just been sitting in the library ever since. But what we'll do now for a moment, we'll just sit back, relax, and just enjoy the sheer brutality of this game. So that's 7 games at the moment that are going to be coming to the channel in the new year when I do make the return. Hopefully you're looking forward to them all. I know I certainly am. Now I do know obviously that not all these games are going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm certainly looking forward to bringing the channel back to life how I originally intended it to be, which is actually a variety channel rather than just a single game. So until January, I'd like to wish each and every one of you and your families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you all in January. Thanks for watching and take care.